So, trying to stay on schedule, we are going to wrap up this segment and go into the next one, which is with our friend Adi Tarantino. He runs an interfaith group, community service group here in the East Village, and he's been doing that for decades, where he feeds the homeless through his small kitchen but big heart, up to 600 people in one day. He feeds them on Tompkins Square Park in the East Village on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, besides doing other work um, in feeding the home. So he's been doing this for decades, right? Um, and 9:30 a.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. If you feel like volunteering, please come. If you feel like supporting him with donations, I'm sure he'll be happy to get support from all of you. But on the biggest days in the middle of the winter, um, he's feeding almost 600 people, right? And his story is very powerful. And if you go to the next few images from his, just very quickly, and then we can show the video. Um, right. Doesn't matter if it's raining or snowing. Next, please. You know, children. There's so many volunteers that who come to help out. It's quite phenomenal. That's Adi Tarantino. I joke with him that he's Quentin Tarantino's uncle, but he's an amazing guy. Next, please. Just more, yeah. What you get is a mix of rice and vegetables. You get a cake, you get a salad, and you get a juice at 9:30 a.m. In near Tompkins Square Park, which is several of you will know, in east between 7th and 10th Street. Right, you can see his van behind the Drive Against Hunger. This is how he sets up when it's the weather is coming down. So again, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, if you wish to just volunteer, give back, please visit him. 9:30 a.m. is when they start feeding. You can be there a little early, or you can be in touch with him through interfaith_NYC. That's his Instagram handle. And he was kind enough to make a video for us. He told me that, Abhay Prabhu, that I'm not tech savvy. I don't really know if I'm like, somebody helped him with it, and it's come out fantastic. Yeah. So over to you, Justin, for the video.
We are celebrating and appreciating the value of light. Light is about knowledge. Darkness is about ignorance. And Krishna is providing light. The scriptures provide light for those who have lost their vision in the dense darkness of the Kali Yuga. I'll tell you one story. This was 1974 when I first joined the Hare Krishna movement in a farm community, Hare Krishna farm community in the mountains. And for 4 years I was working with oxen, with milking the cows and taking care of the oxen. And the devotee who I was working for, he said, take this is an ox, his name is Arjuna. So take Arjuna, cross the barnyard and put him in the ox barn. An ox weighs 2,000 pounds. A very big beast. But they are trained from their early days to be very obedient. And he showed me, get up. And the ox goes forward. Whoa, the ox stops. He showed me what to say to make the ox go to the left, go to the right. We walk the ox around in a circle. And he said, take this ox across the barnyard and put him in the ox barn. So I said, okay, get up, Arjun. He kept walking with me. We got to the ox barn. I opened the door. The ox wouldn't go in. I said, get up. I tried to pull his neck chain. I tried to pull his nose ring. I patted him on the rear end. I talked to him. I begged him. This is one of the first duties I had, and he wasn't going in the ox barn. And I looked across the barnyard, and there was my the devotee I was working for, Ambarish, and he was laughing. And he came over, and he walked into the ox barn, and he turned on the light. And the ox walked right into the barn. Even an animal knows that if you go into darkness, you can't see what's there. It's uncomfortable. So light is important. And we are meant to bring the light of the knowledge of service to God, service to Krishna, to the world. And people have forgotten that that's their real nature. Jivera Swarupaya Nitera Krishna Das. You are a servant of God. That is who you really are. And that's how you'll be satisfied. And that's your real pleasure. So, one time in New Orleans, there's a big football stadium, a domed stadium. Big amphitheater, seating 65,000 people. And they did an experiment. They turned off all the lights. It was totally dark. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Even the exit lights were turned off. And then on the 50-yard line, in the middle of the playing field, they put one little candle. And from every one of those 65,000 seats, you could see that candle. Even though the darkness was complete, even though there was a massive volume of darkness, you couldn't stop that light from being visible. So we are meant to bring the light, the knowledge, the awareness of God, and the teachings of God to the world. And this is the real light. This is pure. This is helpful and beneficial and will solve all problems. At this time, there's a lot of darkness in the world, a lot of confusion. A lot of people are frustrated and disturbed and angry and protesting and conflicted with other people. But this light of service to God, the knowledge of the process of reawakening our normal, natural love for God, will solve all problems. So we have one small service now we've been taking care of for the last few decades. We're helping to distribute Krishna's prasadam, food offered to the Lord, spiritual food. We're distributing hot meals to homeless people on the streets here in the East Village in Manhattan. And we invite you, come and see, come and help. Look at the Instagram, Interfaith_NYC, or look at the website. And thank you very much.